entry to the Frenchman's track. Not that you would realise, there's no real description there, but yeah, we're definitely here. It's exciting! I feel like it's going to be a bit like the telly track though. Like the telly track, apart from the iconic bits that everyone knows, it was really easy driving. It was just like a basic track, and this kind of looks the same. Just here, it's basically just a dirt track. All good?
Yeah.
Yeah?
It's gonna get dirty again, Paul. We're not on the highway.
It's gonna get dirty again.
How funny is this? Feel like I've chosen the worst place to record this one, but yeah. I'll move for you as you hit this area. I feel like Chris is going to try and wet us. I know what he's like. Just wanted to show you guys something really quickly. How good is this camera?
When it's clean.
Yeah, it's not clean, but so this is the rear of, no, that's the front of the car. 'Cause he's got, that's the front of the car, and he's got it set up so you can see what's in front of him. And this is the left-hand wheel. So if you're coming up on like a little log or anything and you're worried about it touching your wheel, you can actually see it. It's like a cool feature. It's so hard to hold the camera still while you're doing this. Hang on, stop for 2 seconds. There you go, so you can just see his wheels here, and then that's where the aerial is on the front, so the aerial's like just here.
Might clean up later on and show you a bit better.
Yeah, it's really cool. He was using it on Palm Creek when we were on the OTT, and so you can see the outer edge of Palm Creek, and that was really cool. It was handy. Nearly got the mag and the sidewall.
Having lunch before the big river crossing.
You excited?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I thought I was going to be daunted by this after the stories I got told and photos. Coming here and walking it, it doesn't seem too bad. It's just a really rocky bottom, so you can't really just hook in and have a nice bow wave in front of you, but we should be right with height.
It's not deep enough that we're gonna, like, you know,
yeah,
go under or anything. It's just as long as all the seals are good, so I hope the seals are good.
Yeah, I reckon the seals should be fine, but
yeah.
my biggest concern was obviously the air intake, but
I don't think that's an
we
issue.
should be fine with that, yeah.
How's this for a setup? Not that there's much left in it, but he's had a full omelette for lunch and we're on the side of a track in the middle of nowhere. How's your omelette?
Yeah, pretty awesome.
So Hazel's on this side.
Frenchman's finished! How good's that?
Yay!
We got a standard D-Max through the whole thing too, which is even more of an achievement.
Both river crossings.
Yeah.
And us without a snorkel.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Ash had already done this, so he came through just for the day out, really. And then in front there's a Land Cruiser, you just can't see them. Yay! We're taking a private road because we thought it might have been the easiest route, and it was about probably, how many Ks did we figure it out? It was like 80 Ks shorter to take this route, but the track is almost non-existent in portions.
It's looking a little bit more mainstream up here.
Oh, so every now and then there's a tree down, and because not many people take it, you kind of go into the bush and come back out again. There's crap everywhere all over the road, like it's not driven very often, but
this is proper exploring if you want to see where things go.
Yeah.
This is exactly what we're doing.
But apparently it goes through, so we'll just test the theory and
Hema
see what
says
happens.
so it must be right.
Yeah, Hema doesn't lie, right? What was that? Put Jack to sleep. How's the serenity in there?
Yeah. Dad lock.
He's actually silent right now. Hey Jack. I can see him in behind
Surprised
you.
he hasn't cracked it, so he's seen you. There's not a drop of water in here.
I'm glad, because this would have been really hard to get through, I reckon. This doesn't look too bad. This is like the Palm Creek exit. We've come along here and done the Frenchman's track. This long one. And then we came down the highway and we saw this little access track across and thought, should we give it a go? So we did. And that last creek crossing you saw with no water in it, that was like the will we make it home or not? Because that river actually runs back up into the Frenchman's track in one of the crossings that we did, the first one, the quite big crossing. So it was like, oh, we're gonna get through. But now we're over that. We're literally probably only 3 to 4 Ks away from the highway, the PDR, and we'll be fine. Thank goodness, because it was going to be such a long backtrack. And what's the time now? Look at it now. It's 4:45.
It would have been a very late night.
It would have been such a bad day. And Paul and Annie that are in the D-Max, they decided to skip this track. They said, no, we don't want to do it because on Hema maps you get what's called an MVO track, and some of them you can drive and some of them you can't. Some go through, some don't, and we took like a really big risk taking this to see if it would go through or not, because it was either 38 kilometres or 108 kilometres, so we thought, bugger it, we'll try. And so far it looks like it's going to pay off.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll have a look through the other end. I'll let you know when we get to the highway, and then it's only like 15 minutes away from where we were staying, so yes. Oh, success.
It was all about getting out and exploring tracks that you don't think you're going to get out.
Oh, we made it.
Home stretch.
So we've literally just taken our chances and we made it back. There's no traffic.
Is it the right way?
Yeah. Look, highway.
I'm so happy they came out the other end. That was awesome.
That was better than Frenchman.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm really curious who's going to be back first, because they did the big detour. So this is Paul and Annie, the 108 Ks, and they wanted to stop past Wenlock, which is an abandoned area. We'll be seeing that tomorrow because we go through with our vans anyway.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, we're not keen, you won't make it through. But they've been able to cruise at like 80 Ks an hour the whole way home, whereas we've been obviously going slower, but the distance was a lot shorter.
Yeah,
so
far different, man.
I don't know.
You what?
I said it's official.
What's official?
We lost the race.
We lost the race, but we won in very many experiences.
Yeah.
And tracks that not many people explore.
I'm really curious how long they've been here for, because he's only pumping up his tyres now, which tells me not long. We'll see.
even hear me because my horn's
Your horn's so bad. There's something stuck in the horn and it just sounds like a girl. It's funny.
It's like choking a chicken.
Yeah.
Where we pulled up, babe? Cow
Power Crossing in Lakefield National Park, and I'm so not in the mood for doing YouTube right now.
It's been a very big day. We left quite late, and it was what, to turn into about a 4-hour, 5-hour day?
No, it wasn't even. It was 3 hours something.
Or 3 hours. We did pretty well considering.
I'll tell you what it was. Give me a second. So 3 hours 44 of driving time for 221 kilometres with an average speed of 60 k's an hour.
So we got a lot more stats now that we can throw at you guys.
It's 4:58 p.m. and we left at 11:11 because you said 11:11 when we left.
There you go. So we left at a really good time.
The roads were so bumpy today. Like as I was editing,
Yeah.
I physically couldn't. My hands would like vibrate off the keyboard and then I'd do things I didn't mean to do. I was getting so frustrated. But I think I'm just no. But I think I'm just grumpy in general today. So I can't use the S word in YouTube. So that doesn't help. And he's laughing at me. Have you shown him what we do with the roof hatch? So the only issue we've got in the Caravan now is the front door and our roof hatch. It obviously needs to be better sealed.
Much better sealed.
But because it's not sealed and we're at the Cape and there was nothing there to buy, we've had to fix it ourselves. So
very, very limited.
Show our makeshift. It's only there for a night, so I'll leave it on.
So I might just run through a couple of things that have happened while on the road and the corrugations and whatnot. A lot of people have questions, concerns about how far to take the caravan up because the corrugations do get bad in certain places, but then saying that there is a lot of good spots as well going up the track. Basically, if you've got an off-road caravan, you're going to be pretty sweet. Like anything else, whether you're at home in a city or out on a dirt track, you always drive to conditions. So if they're prevailing and getting quite bad, just slow down, take your time. Might take you an extra hour to get there, but it doesn't mean you won't get there. There are some pretty bad bits in certain areas, but they don't really last too long. So once you get through the bad bits, it normally gets quite good. We came across quite a few roadworks and just maintenance on the roads. There are some really good roads, but in saying that, things will break. Not everything's built to last these days, so yes, there's things that do go wrong. And for us, we're very, very thankful and lucky that we haven't had too many issues with our caravan. Our caravan's actually held up really, really well. You learn so much about your caravan, like so much, because you're going up some of the roughest roads in Australia. The dust, just potholes, dust holes, so many damn things. But it's a challenge. It's an adventure, it's an experience, and we've come out of this like so much more confident with this caravan and our new car. The car has just been unbeatable. It's been amazing. So we have a really, really good setup after doing the Cape now, and we could take on just about anything right now. So we're pretty happy with that. So this is our pantry. We've had to start taping it because the corrugation had got a bit worse in certain areas. So we had this little latch here. You normally push that, gives you a little handle to pull out. So what's actually happened to that is it was a little plastic piece that came out of here that locks into the inside here. But obviously being plastic, it's not going to hold up very well. And clearly it hasn't. So that broke quite early on. But our solution to that was we had quite a few of these little baby clips. So if you've got kids at home or newborns or you've had kids in the past, you probably know what these are. But so you can get from most baby shops, Woolies, all that sort of thing. So that was our stage 2. So basically putting that together, and that just pops over onto the little nipple, and that stops that coming open like that. And then obviously we started putting the yellow tape on everything as well, just to really help it stick. We've gotten so good at putting tape on things. So whether it's the front door, cupboards, whatever it may be, it becomes your best friend, and you got to make sure you got a ton of it, because we've gone through quite a few big rolls.
Yeah, buy it when you're in a main town. It's much cheaper to buy in a main town than what it is when you're up here. They charge you an arm and a leg for a roll, whereas down south you can get it for like $1 a roll. So you just need like normal electrical tape. It doesn't have to be anything special, just little sticks.
But I suggest getting a thicker one. You can get some thin ones, but the real big fat one is the best one to go for, because you can cover more surface. We had another one on the top drawer here. That was one of our very early casualties, because what actually happened was the little clips here that stop the drawer coming all the way out actually popped. They didn't break, so I don't know exactly. They must have just come out with some serious force. So they popped out, and then this whole drawer came out, ended on the ground. I think we got a little small divot on the ground there somewhere. Oh, it's just there. You probably can't see it. But yeah, that was an easy fix. They went straight back in the rollers.
You would have seen in one of my earlier episodes, our earlier episodes, me fixing my leg, or my nursing on my leg, and that was because of that drawer.
Yeah.
So the actual runner from that drawer, when it was sticking out, I just destroyed my leg on it.
So this whole drawer and this piece here was out. So these were exposed, and we actually had them out because I was in the process of fixing it, and the Shans walked straight across here and gone bang and just gashed out her leg, and then she ended up. Yeah, look at it. It's an actual scar.
That's the top and bottom of that metal piece.
So what have we got? We got pantry, we got the drawer, and then if you look straight up, you're probably thinking, what the hell is going on here? So what is this, babe? It's a bin liner, wasn't it?
Yeah, I cut it.
So it's a bin liner cut in half and basically just straight over the top of the hatch at the top.
You can see the problem already.
Yeah, like all out in there is dust and quite thick, nasty stuff too. So that has been one of our biggest contributors to why we have dust in this caravan. Because when we used to walk in, you look at the tops of these benches, kitchen and tables and whatnot, and it was just sitting on top. And it had to have come from the roof down onto it. But it wasn't too visible at the time. It was only after probably a few more trips that we started realising where it was coming from. So yeah, there's no seal actually on the roof of the caravan itself. So when that hatch comes down, there's nothing to sort of compress it against and stop anything getting in there, whether it's moisture, rain, dust, whatever it may be. So it's just the plastic hatch itself coming down onto plastic, well, the fiberglass of the caravan. So it's not really a good seal there, especially for dust, because everybody knows dust gets into everything. So yeah, we're going to look into getting some sort of seal, and I'm going to put it on the top, inside underneath the hatch, and that should fix our future problems if we ever had to come into this problem again. So like I said, you'll learn so much about your caravan if you do what we've done and take it right to the top, because there are a lot of big days, there's a lot of dust, like dust is everywhere. There's a fair bit of bitumen, more than what we probably expected, but it's still, yeah, dust wins, hands down. A couple of the other guys had little dust issues at the start. I don't care how expensive or how great your caravan is, there is always going to be somewhere that the dust gets in. It's just a matter of fact, and it's just what it is. But we've got, yeah, a couple of caravans in, they've got a few little issues they had, but we've got on top of them, we've fixed it, and we're all good now. So yeah, happy days. And yeah, if you're keen to do the Cape, make sure you do your research, check out the road conditions. For us, at this very moment, roads aren't too bad. They were a lot better going up, and they have deteriorated a fair bit coming down, but there is a lot of roadworks going on at the same time, so they're always constantly trying to fix what they can, but the roads go for miles. Like, to look after all of it is just almost impossible. But definitely a great experience. Like, it's not impossible, it's very achievable, and if you're keen, you're thinking about it, you want to, just go and do it. crazy thing about here, it's so dry. There's only like little stagnant bits of water. But in that drone footage, on that side and the other side, like either side of this place, there is like the biggest river. It's huge. There's so much water, volumes of water on each side. But it doesn't run through here obviously until it floods, which is kind of crazy. There's a track that goes from where we are across the other side, but there's a concrete sort of pathway that you can drive on, and it's literally right at the water's edge, which is really cool.
How's this for driving next to the ocean, babe?
This is literally next to the ocean. It's almost
There's like no beach.
It's starting to lap onto the only bit. Oh wow. It gets tighter up here.
Look, people have turned around.
Holy.
Yeah, I want to turn around now. Scary. I feel scared that the tide's going to come up and we're
really
stuck
pretty,
and
though.
we're dead.
How you going?
Go up there, it's really beautiful.
Yeah, it looks amazing.
Yeah, it looks amazing. Look, pink sand.
Oh, look.
Oh, pink sand.
It's just like, oh.
Check. So it's official, we made it to Coloured Sands at Elim Beach. It's pretty awesome. Can you see it? It's so cool. There's all these different colours in there. I didn't really expect that. But this beach is so tight. Tide's on the way in. We just really can't afford to risk it right now. So we're gonna make our way back down the beach and hopefully make it all the way through. A couple of the cars we were with didn't even want to come, so they turned halfway. So it's just the two of us up here, but we weren't here for long, so I'll be right.
Sand, normal sand, orange sand.
It's very cool.
Today, guys, if you've never seen orange sand, you're about to see it. Wow. How's that for orange sand? No, there's more orange sand over here. Oh.
You and me stuck on the ocean now. Nothing but waves and they're spilling in. I wanna dry up, but you just keep on going, don't you? I don't even know how we got here. All my reasoning have disappeared. I wanna bury the hatchet and find the way back to our home, our home, our home. We don't have to drift inside this dome. I will not let us fade away. It's not a price I wanna pay, and it's not too late. No, we lost our purpose, chasing all that surplus. You were all that I need. I feel that we can break free. We can still go back there to a place with no cares. We can turn this ship around. We can turn this ship around all the way back home. Chasing all that we do not have. Chasing all that we don't have. Chasing all that we do not have. We do not all the way back home. Chasing all that we do not have. Chasing all that we don't have. Chasing all that we do not have. We do not. Yesterday we could be ourselves. Didn't have much, but nevertheless we were true to each other. But now we don't even bother. I remember you being hopeful, but the tall waves have worn us down, and slowly we are drowning.
Through a tight track, as you can see, to go to Cape Bedford. There's apparently a viewing point up here where you can see right the way around. You can see all the ocean, you can see Coloured Sands, you can see the other head. So we're trying to get there, and it's just crazy because you drive through like white sand. Oh, there's a car coming, car coming.
Oncoming vehicle is just pulled over, so we're all clear. Wow.
Look at the colours.
Holy. Right.
So we go right for the viewpoint. Left for the, hang on, let me check. Hang on. Oh my gosh.
Screaming.
We have to drive back through this too.
Yeah.
I even dropped my tyres on the way back.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh,
There's so much screaming going on.
What's that log there? Yeah. Just remember, you got no spare now. This. Oh. So where are we now? We've got ages, like another 4K, 3-4Ks.
3-4K?
Yeah.
Apparently got another 3 or 4K of this.
Holy dooly.
To get to the...
That would have
Like
been
a track
bad.
on HEMA or something. You actually know where we're going, do you?
Yeah, it's a HEMA track.
Yeah, the HEMA's going on the map.
Right, so you're just making this up as you go along?
Oh god, no.
So we've got 5,383 kilometres on the car.
And it's going to look like it has 500,000.
Oh. This is what we got it for though, and
This is where the bush
we
barriers would
wanted
have
to
been
be able,
nice.
yeah, but we wanted to be able to go places, and we're going places. It just, we're gonna have memories down the side of the car.
I almost want to put the music back on so I can't hear it.
So there was 3 cars coming this way, and we were 3 cars going the other way, but we just went past the side track, so it made sense for us just to stop and let them go through. So we've done that, and I just asked the guy too, I said, tell me now, is it worth going up? Because like we've just been listening to the screams on the car. He said 100%. He said the water's clear, they've seen turtles, they've seen sharks, they've seen dolphins. Like, we've got to go. We're only like 4Ks away, but yeah, I guess this is what the car's for. Hey, it's just sad that the paintwork's going to be suffering. So you want to see the outcome on the paint? It doesn't actually look too bad. I think you'll definitely know that we took some crappy tracks, but otherwise it'll be alright. Apparently it's a big cliff face down here, so I thought I'd better come and have a quick look. Living life on the edge. Dad joke. Oh wow. Yeah, you definitely know about it.
So we're staying at Coloured Sands, and it's a little track, so literally a dirt track into the caravan park. You go left and it goes to the caravan park, and if you go right you follow that track. It's a bit of a hike, and there's a lot of tight little tracks and sand bits and soft bits and you name it, it has everything. So we have christened the old car. It's not old, well, it feels old now because I reckon we're going to have a hell of a lot of pinstripes on the side of it, but that's what you buy these cars for. Well, that's why we buy ours anyway. You get a full drive, you got to go full driving. So without doing what we've done, we would never have seen any of this, which is just, I've never seen anything like this in my entire life. It's giving me goosebumps right now. It's beautiful. These huge cliff sides, and the water down there is absolutely crystal clear. Like you can stand just up here where I am and look down into the water. It's that clear that you can see turtles, you can see sharks, there's even sort of stingrays and stuff floating around. All the kids down here are having an absolute ball just seeing what they can see in the water. Gotta love the drones. We wouldn't be able to show you these places without drones as well as we can. It just gives you a whole new aspect of like places like this and where we are.
Oh baby, I love your madness. It's so incredibly beautiful. Oh, you shine like gold, so selfless to all, and wild like an animal. Some would say I'm insane in the right in a way, but I just love to play in your fun and
There's like millions.
Righto, Jada. What are you coming to show us?
A butterfly.
No, you're going to show me more than one, right?
Yeah.
All right. So apparently around here there's a heap of butterflies.
Millions. We try to catch them with Hazel's fly net.
Oh.
Millions. We try to catch them. I caught one, but they're down here. They're all down here. They're all down here. You'll start to see them.
Leading us into the bushes.
See?
I'm watching. There's some. There's one coming out of the tree. Where? Where are you even looking? Oh wow! It must be eating all the nectar out of that tree.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's a dead one, hey. So we didn't kill that, that's just one we found on the ground.
If you know what type of butterfly this is, tell us in the comment down below.
Do you know where we're going, Jada? What are we going to look at?
From the Aborigines.
Aboriginals. Good morning, guys. So today we're going to Split Rock, which is an Aboriginal art site. It's one of the top 10 in the world. So it's been about a 2-hour drive. Just all the girls and Ash have come today because half the group weren't as fussed to come. But yeah, I'll show you when we get there. Top 10 in the world, it must be decent. As you can hear, I'm out of breath. The track up here is pretty intense. So you see that hut down there is where our car is. So we've just walked these rickety stairs the whole way up. It's definitely a mission. It's not pram friendly. It's not wheelchair friendly. It's intense. Supposed to be 300 meters to Split Rock. And then there's another one 40 meters long and one after that that's 30 meters long. So we must be getting close. Oh, this is cool. So there's where you can imagine people staying under there.
Yeah.
Is there artwork under here?
No.
Are you sure?
I can't see any.
You gotta look hard because sometimes they're faded. They did say there was some down the bottom, but they were faded, so.
Dragonfly! Go away!
Hazel.
They're gonna bite you.
They don't even bite, do they?
Dragonflies, nah.
Dragonfly.
That's better.
Cool!
Oh yeah, wow.
Ah!
Look, Hazel, do you think that's a female and that's a male?
What?
Oh, I don't know. You might be wrong.
So that's a female. How do you know?
That's a male!
Look, what's on the
big
yeah, but
boobs.
what's on the top?
Boobs, and what about that? Look at the junk on that.
Do you know what's really crazy? These paintings compared to the one in Kakadu are totally different.
Yeah, they are for every different.
Yeah.
That's my baby!
The way they draw people here versus the way they're drawn in Kakadu is totally different.
Okay.
Holy!
Wow.
Wow!
Hazel, go and sit down in the photo of you and stand in the background. Turn around.
Yeah.
Yep, sure. Look at me. So is he a protector? Because he's over everything?
A human footprint and then the kangaroo prints, which is possibly representing a hunt. 2 pairs of kangaroo tracks followed by a human footprint.
Yeah.
That looks like a gecko, hey? What are they holding up here? Is that like a longboard or a boat or something?
I don't know, I thought maybe a croc too.
Yeah, maybe. So this one's an echidna or a spiny anteater.
Oh, yeah.
And a, where's the yellow one? A faded yellow echidna can be seen
Yeah.
further to the right.
Just there. So
Just
it
in
blends
here.
in with the yellow person.
Yeah. It's a spirit figure. There you go. That's a spirit figure.
Do it, figure.
Tall sand spirit figures, or quinkins, are friendly to people, unlike this sort with bent arms and legs and knobbled appendage, which has a spiteful nature.
Oh, so that's a not good spirit.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Okay, well that one has that hanging thing at the bottom,
Yeah.
so maybe the one that was down the bottom is also
Not
a spirit, but a friendly one because this one has legs up. Human figures. This woman, so that's that one there, is painted in cream with red outline and markings. Other human figures, male and female, have been painted in red, orange, purple and white.
They're pictures of flying foxes. So, you know, the fruit bats.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they are. So it's like, it's them hanging from the roof of the cave.
Ah. The bat.
Yeah, fruit bats. Flying fox.
Tall spirits.
I think I found a giant footprint.
Do you know what that would be right there?
What?
That's where they would rub a rock to make like the dust to do the painting. That's what that is. So they'd have a red rock and they'd be in here rubbing it back and forward until they had enough ash or red rock or whatever it was to then use for painting.
It'd be the rock. Oh, it's so hot. That's what God used to have. God used to have them.
Have what?
Have them, and then they tie people on and their legs.
Oh, you're thinking of a cross. You mean where they get crucified? I don't think God existed around these times.
Not, they're different guys. They're
Yeah. So it's been a 2.5 hour drive to get out here from where we were, and it's been awesome. I'm really glad we came. We honestly thought there'd be a few paintings and we go, oh yeah, we saw it, and then get back in time for low tide for what's it called? Coloured sands. But it doesn't look like it's going to happen. It's already 11 o'clock and we said we're going to be home by 1 o'clock and we're still walking back to the car, so I reckon we'll be more like 2:30 at this rate. Plus we were going to go past Cooktown for a few essentials. But I'm really glad we came here, and I'm really glad that we looked at the coloured sands yesterday, so I don't feel like I've missed out either way.
This place is amazing, absolutely stunning. This is just south, probably about half an hour I think it is, of Cooktown. So it's not far. If you're in Cooktown area or heading up to the Cape area, you can stop in here on the way up or on the way back down. I highly, highly recommend it. Absolutely need to, must. A lot of people did say on Wikicamps that it is a bit windy, but when you're this close to such, you know, diversity and ocean exposure, there's nothing else you expect. But it's not stupid windy. It's not like holy hell it's going to blow you over, or I can't set up, you know, tent or something. I'm sure you can, because there's actually a bloke just on the other side of us that we can't see from our campsite that has tents. He's got a couple of straps on there and he was on the windier side than what we are, so it's very doable. And there are campsites right the way along through here. They are everywhere. Alright, I've been rambling on too much and I'm trying to suspend it for you. I'm going to turn the camera around. I'm going to show you how beautiful it is. So this track here is where you come off the main road coming out of Cooktown or heading up to Cooktown. It's got signs either side. It's quite well posted. It says Archer Point. It's only about 10 kilometers of dirt. Roads are pretty good. Conditions are really well. There's no major sort of potholes or, you know, dips and stuff you have to worry about. You can drive like a typical car in here, no issue at all. School holidays, it's only just started like the last, I think, 4 or 5 days, and we're traveling and we got 3 caravans with us. So to find a spot that we can fit everybody in school holidays and a free camp is almost impossible. So we've done very, very well. And yeah, we were kind of contemplating whether it was good or not, but I'm glad someone stayed here because they had 3 or 4 cars turn up and they were just like ravaging for it. I'll show you our campsite and where we're all set up, because if you want to come here and check it out, this is actually a pretty good size site. We can fit 3 caravans in here, so it just shows you how big it actually is.
So we're just leaving Archer Point and we've packed up, we're good to go. We've got 10 k's of dirt road to drive on and then no more dirt. I'm so excited.
10 k's of, that's it. It's nothing else after that.
I'm so fed up with taping the van all the time and taping all the vents and, you know, putting it on, taking it off. And like if you forget something and you've already taped the van, you got to take it off to retape it again and that. I don't have to do that anymore. If I want to unlock the door 6 times, I can.
Yeah. It makes you remember
Small
things in the
things.
caravan because you know that it's like,
Oh.
I've just taped it all up and now I've got to go back in there. That's it.
Yay! So we're just on our way to Lion's Den. So we're going to have to go check out our number plate that we gave them. How good's our brakes?
Oh,
So the brake controller has been giving us problems forever. It's not earthed properly and every now and then it decides to recalibrate itself, and today was one of those days, so you're not going along.
I look like a loner driver coming down the hill just then.
Yeah, it's not even. It just, yeah, oh, it's frustrating. But hey, we're getting everything fixed at Cairns.
Oh, yeah.
By then you would have seen our build episode around the extra bits and pieces we've had done, so this will all make sense to you hopefully. But yeah, on to Lion's Den today. We're gonna make sure, we've got some people with us that are English and they didn't know what a chicken parmigiana was and they still haven't had one, so we're having one of them at the Lion's Den because they're amazing, and we're staying there for a night, and then after that we're on to Mossman Gorge. Yep, so
It's alright, I got you back.
yeah. I'll talk to you soon.
We make our final stop at Mossman Gorge to check out the rainforest and have a swim in the gorge before heading back to Cairns for the big cleanup. In true Big Oz style, everything gets cleaned from top to bottom, and we make a few fixes we've needed since the Cape. We also treat ourselves to a reef tour on the Great Barrier Reef, where there is seasickness, snorkeling, slides, and glass bottom boats. What a way to top off Cairns before continuing our trip inland.